Okay, in this lesson, we're going to be working with finding a percent error. So a percent error is the percent that an estimated quantity differs from the actual amount. So the equation that we're going to be using is percent error is the amount of error over the actual amount. So we're going to have to go through and find our amount of error by subtracting between the estimate that we had and the actual, and then we're going to divide that by the actual amount. So we're going to go through and just practice some of these. It says you estimate that the length of your classroom is 16 feet. So there's our estimate. The actual length is 21 feet. Find the percent error. So our first step that we're going to go through and do is when using this equation right here, is this top part, we actually have to subtract the actual minus the error. Or not the error, the estimate, sorry. Actual minus estimate. Okay, so we're going to take the actual, which was 21, minus what we thought it, or we estimated it at, which was 16, and that's going to give us 5. So our error was 5 feet. We're then going to divide that or put it over the actual amount, and the actual amount was, the actual length was 21 feet. So we're going to put 21 on the bottom. Now, this is working percent. So we're now going to go through and we're going to convert this into a percent. Okay, so to do that, we take top number, 5, divided, because that's our fraction bar, by 21. And when we do that, we get 0.238, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to take the first 3.238, and I'm actually going to round to the nearest hundredths place. Okay, because percentage always works with 2 places. Okay, so I could move this over, which would give me 23.8%, but we want to go ahead and maybe round that to the nearest percent. It depends on how they ask for it. So they might have us just leave it this way, or they might have us actually change that to the nearest percent, which would be 24%. So either of these will work. Just depends on if they ask you to round or not to the nearest percent. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try a few of these. So remember, the first step is always to find the difference between your estimated amount and your actual amount. And then you're going to divide by your actual amount. Okay. Jessie estimates the weight of her cat to be 10 pounds. The actual weight of the cat is 13.75 pounds. Find the percent error. So here's our actual weight. So that's going to be our bottom. And then this is where we're going to subtract. The top number is where we actually subtract. So the cat weighs 13.75 pounds, and she estimated it to be 10 pounds. So we're going to subtract and find the difference between that, how much our error was. We're going to find the error, and our error was 3.75. Okay, that's how much she was off by. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to divide that out. So 3.75 divided by 13.75. And when we do that, we get 0.2727 repeating. Okay, so let's remember, we're going to show the first 3 places. We're going to go 2 places, which would give us 27.2%, or it could be 27.3 if they ask you to round to the nearest tenth of a percent. This could also be 27%. Okay, we're probably going to look at it as just 27%, but once again, it depends on what they ask for. All right, let's try another one. So remember, the first step is to find the difference between the estimate and the actual. So each week, Mr. Jones goes to the grocery store. Mr. Jones estimates that he will spend $120. There's his estimate when he goes to the grocery store this week. He actually spends $94. Find the percent error. So we're going to take our 120, which was our estimate, minus our 94. We just want to find the difference between them, okay? So 120 minus 94 is, 94 is going to give us 26. Now, the bottom number, remember, is the actual amount. So our actual amount that he actually spent 94. So that's our bottom number. Okay, so now we're going to take 26 divided by 94. Oops. 26. I accidentally hit the wrong one. I hit the plus sign thinking it was a division sign. Divided by 94. And that gives us 0.276. 0.276. So percent, 2 places. Rounded to the nearest place, it would be either 27.6 or to the nearest percent would be 28%. Okay, so I'm going to slide one out here. I want you to go ahead and try it. So remember, your first step is to find the difference between the estimated and the actual. And then that's our top number. And then our bottom number is the actual amount. So Marcus estimates that 230 people will attend the choir concert. The actual total that attend, so actual, was 300 people. Find the percent error. So go ahead and work through this. Remember, your top number is the difference between actual and estimate. Okay, so you should have found out that there was a 23% error on Marcus's part.